Welcome back to another episode of Breaking Waves. On this week's episode, it's been a morning, let me tell you. But we cheer ourselves up with a great game of bocce ball. Holy actual! We head off on one of our biggest trips yet. Record-breaking point now. This is the furthest north on the island Kiana has been. This is Ben, our jean vest-loving, fearless captain. One day he convinced me to go along with him on the adventure of buying and moving onto a sailboat, Kiana. And since then, we've had no regrets. I'm Allie, by the way, first mate and fishing enthusiast. And together, we've been exploring the Pacific Northwest, and one day we hope to take her home and our surfboards even further. Oh, this is Bruce, our sandy boat dog. Thanks for coming along with us, and special thanks to our patrons for keeping us going. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell. Oh my god. I can't believe this is a thing right now. The currents in Tofino are super tricky to navigate around. We almost always leave the dock at slack tide. If not, it's only just slightly before or after, because it can get pretty hectic in here. We've seen quite a few boats drag already, and we've only been here a month. Luckily, it hasn't been us yet.
So now that we're off the dock, we weren't able to load up the boat quick enough to hit slack tide. So Allie's jumped in the dinghy, going back to the place. She's gonna grab the truck and the dog and the surfboards and some food and the cooler, and then she's gonna meet me out here. I don't know what's been going on. There's some sort of battery drain happening, even when all the batteries are off or all the panels off. We're still drawing like a few amps, and so came back to the boat and the house bank was on low battery alarm. It's at like 10.8 volts. So I don't know what's happened there. What's causing that, like an alien drain. I'm gonna run the generator for a bit and top the batteries back up, because it'll take quite a while with just the alternator, and we're hoping to sail. So I'm gonna get the batteries charged up. Allie's gonna grab everything, and then we're off. We got a clog again, because there's so much damn sticky seaweed in Tofino flowing in and out all the time. So that white smoke is back in our exhaust, and now we got to go anchor somewhere and put on a wetsuit and God, I'm just annoyed right now.
Here we are again, folks. Trying to manually pull seaweed, kelp out of our intake. There's a heck of a lot of white smoke coming out of our engine. It's been a morning, let me tell you. We had a lot of hopes for this morning and just a day of sailing and surfing and coming back for live music, but it's now going on 1 and we are not yet anywhere. We have not accomplished anything. But at least we know how to problem solve a little bit better this way. We see white smoke and we know exactly what's wrong. It's beautiful out.
Can you retie this so that it's further up?
Yeah.
So yeah, not the best start to today's little adventure with the clog in the intake, which is still clogged, so I gotta dive it again. And the battery issue, but it seems like when I combine the batteries, the alternator treated them as one bank, got the starter battery back up, and now I've got them arranged as normal, and everything seems to be working fine again. So I don't know, I feel like I've been talking to the electrician that did the work, and I feel like there's like the ACR is defective, but he doesn't think so. But decided to say screw it. We're just lucky to be out here on the boat. Beautiful place. Getting some reggae vibes going to change the mood, pick things up a little bit. We're gonna clean up the cockpit, we're gonna clean up the galley, and then we're gonna head. There's a nice beach where we are here. We're just gonna start enjoying ourselves a bit more and be happy with what we got.
Smoke from all the nearby forest fires really puts a damper on the weather in BC. And it's starting to become a season, forest fires season, that we just have to adapt to. But it was still hot out, and it's nothing that a few nudes and a beach can't fix.
Alright, Allie's busting out the bocce ball kit. First time ever, as you can see. Fresh from the package. You're gonna be a little nut job, aren't you? Yeah, we know how you play. Drop it. Just trying to do my job as the videographer, filmer guy. Just getting assaulted from behind.
Although our day didn't go as planned, it taught us something. The summer was slipping away from us, and we hadn't done nearly as much sailing as we wanted to. It was time for a trip. So we booked some time off work, we planned an adventure. A big one. We planned an adventure far away from any kind of civilization or help, the kind of trip that I had been dreaming of since moving to British Columbia.
I'm excited to go!
We were going to take the boat north on the west side of Vancouver Island, up to where there's wolves, bears, whales. It felt rugged and wild, untouched land. This was going to be a big one, and I was so excited.
Packed up and ready to go. I don't know if we have mentioned where we're going yet. I said we're going north, but today we got a nice southeasterly, I think it's like 15 knots. Nice minimal swell. I was looking at the surf cam and it's like flat at the normal surf beach, so should be pretty smooth sailing. And we're gonna try and go all the way to Nootka. One of my favorite things to do when getting ready to go is switching the dock line over to, in this case, the lifeline. That means we're not gonna be on a dock for a long time. Away. Bruce is like, oh no, this one feels like we're going far.
We keep on driving by these like clans of otters. At first I was like, is that bull kelp? Are we gonna drive right through that? I don't want to get like it wrapped around our prop and stuff. But when we got closer, I come up on deck and they all like stick their heads really far out of the water and then dive below. And I realized that they're sea otters. And oh, this might be one coming up here, but the sea otters are bloody cute. They're so fuzzy. Man, BC is so pretty. I'm excited that we have a boat capable enough to take us somewhere hot, and to definitely eventually go somewhere hot. But I gotta say, like, BC's so bloody beautiful. Even when it's not sunny, like even when it's cloudy like this, these mountains, they get ya. I am hoping to see some wildlife or some marine life on this trip. I feel like in our Desolation Sound season, we saw a lot of whales. We saw a lot of life. We saw dolphins. We saw sea lions. We saw seals. We saw whales. It was crazy almost. And I feel like this year we haven't seen that many. But I'm realizing that it might be because the Desolation Sound, the inlets and the channels are narrower, so you are kind of funneled together, herded together with the whales and the seals. Whereas out here, you got so much space. So they're probably just farther away, but I'm hoping to see some. All right, friends, we have been enjoying a calm motor, flat seas, not a whole lot of wind. We've motored all the way up to next to Hot Springs, Heshquit area, and the wind turned on. So we got a lot of work done this morning, but babies, it's time to sail. Whoop, 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 whoop.
You made a mystery out of love. Breathe in new life in my lungs. Why would I ever run? You brought a new light. Whoa, 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 there's no mistaking. You're the only one I want.
It's beautiful.
The only one I want.
I hope it stays.
Come light a fire, burning like the rising sun. I never thought I'd find you, but here you are, flowing like a river, washing over my soul, calling me home.
Look where we are.
You are a mystery. Whoop-a-ba-da-da-da. Oh, where did you come from? I never knew that love would shine like the sun, shine like the sun. Come light a fire, burning like the rising sun. I never thought I'd find you, but here you are, flowing like a river, washing all over my soul, calling me home, calling me home. Whoa.
I was just saying that it's so nice to sail on a beam reach because I feel like we're always either doing headwind or dead downwind. And this is just a nice, perfect beam reach. And it's really nice.
Yeah, it is pretty sweet. Also, it's cool that we're doing the exact same speed under sail as we were when we were motoring, because we're so fast. And Ben was just saying, Kiana does really well on a beam. It's also nice, we got super far up island under motor, and like Ben got work done, I got some editing done. We don't like motoring, obviously, nobody does, but we were able to just kind of like not think, not do anything, just set it, forget it, get some work done, and then by the time we were done our work, the wind came out and we got to actually sail into this stunning place where there's layers and layers and layers of mountains. So it kind of worked out perfectly today.
Mean looking cloud headed our way. Like it's going to rain tonight.
We are just passing the furthest north we've been on a boat. Well, we've been on our own sailboat. This is Heshquit. This is Esteban. Around that point is Esteban Point. which is where we came to last time. And we're headed as far as Friendly Cove, which is just up here. It's the first point of contact for white people to Canada and Indigenous people. But this is our record-breaking point now. This is the furthest north on the island Kiana has been. Here we go.
Oh, come light a fire, burning like the rising sun. I never thought I'd find you, but here you are, flowing like a river, washing over my soul.
Sail and tidy up our little home.
Man, it's right beside us! Holy actual fuck! Oh my god. It's coming right at us. I'm happy our engine's off. God, he's so close. How beautiful! This is breaking waves.
We're back and we're back. Breaking Waves is back, baby.
We're back, and we got a gimbal. Our sail is still quite new, so it's still pretty hard to flake. It's a bit of a hectic job, especially because you have to go into the wind, and then the sail kind of flaps, and it's not fun yet.
We just, I think it was a humpback just breached.
It's a humpback for sure.
The humpback we saw earlier, Shirley.
T-shirt weather. We decided to wrap up our first day of the big trip in Friendly Cove, which is where the first contact was made between the Spanish and the Indigenous people of Canada who lived there. A big welcome to those who are new here, and an even bigger thank you to our patrons and new patrons who just joined us this last week. Shout out to Todd Elsie, Tom, Jeff, and Mark. Welcome to the team, guys. Thank you so much for your support. If you haven't already hit subscribe, make sure you do that and definitely hit that bell. Ding! Anyways, on another note, we are taking bets on what will break on this trip.
Fridge sounds like it's going down.
It would really suck to lose a fridge, but a fridge is on its last leg. So there's fridge that could break. Oh, I broke this up. I haven't told you yet.
Bummer.
Anyways, we'll see what will break on
that
this
damn
one.
camera off so I can yell at you.
Bye.